Good day and 6, as promised. Here is a video for a budgeting question. Just a disclaimer. I had a problem in opening up. I'm doing this company Redsocke. Is it Redsocke? Let's just pronounce it correctly. Redsocke. Redsocke, however you want to pronounce it. So I'm doing that company, but I have a challenge, or rather had a challenge in opening it up and putting it onto my personal computer. And therefore, I just used a hardware company that we used for our N4s, and I am just going to work on it because it's got everything set up. I'm just going to work for it. The important thing that you need to take note of is the process, not the numbers exactly, right? So we're going to start from 1.4 because everything else we have done, everything above the report writers, with the exception of the adjusting entries, of course. So 1.4 says draw up a budget for expenses for this year, right? So we know that we're doing a budget for this year, and we need to insert the following individual amounts as totals for this year's budget, right? And no rounding. All right. So of course we go edit general ledger budgets. Edit general ledger budgets. Once we get to budgets, we want to enter individual account budgets, right? So we're going to select that, and it's this year's budget, and that's going to be next. We're not going to filter anything here, and I'm not going to change anything here, of course. And then our first search will be our advertising. Let's see, it's advertisement. So search by description, because the account numbers will not be the same, of course, because it's not the same company. And then we would put 5,800. 5,800. Because it's for the year, and we're going to save. We're going to search for donations. And we're going to put 000, of course, as I said, 000. So let's just put 0, and then we're gonna save. So we're not planning on making donations. Water and electricity, 13,200. Water and electricity. Got it as electricity and water here. 13,200. So now total amount, 13,200. We're gonna save, and then we go to what I would do in an exam. I would just highlight or tick as I'm going. Insurance is gonna be 8,600. Insurance is going to be 8,600. So there, I'm going to put 8,600. And stationery is going to be 10,400. Stationery would be 10,400. Stationery will be 10,400. I don't see us having stationery here. Right. And since we do not have it, let's take it as accounting fees. So our stationery will be our accounting fees. Because my main aim, guys, is not showing you, it's not showing you accuracy. My main aim is showing you the process. Right? So, yeah. So we know that we will not have stationery, but we took audit or accounting fees. Audit fees or accounting fees. Right? Bear with me. wages is 60,000. Wages is 60,000. Save. And your telephone is 8,600. 8,300. Okay, guys, bear with me. The main thing here is not the numbers. The main thing is the principle, okay? So bear with me. And then the next part of the question tells you that. So I'm going to highlight that all. So everything highlighted. And I'd rather use green. I'd rather use green to highlight there. So I've highlighted to say, hey, I'm done, right? Cool. So we move down, and then it tells us that we need to make a printout of the budget for the expenses for this year. Accounts with zero amounts must also be printed. All right. So next, and then start, make a printout of a budget. I'm going to print out to screen. I'm going to print out all the accounts, right? Because I do not have the, had I used this company, I would have filtered for these accounts. This is okay. I would have filtered for these accounts, but because I do not have the same company, so yeah. And then it says print zero items as well, so you need to tick this. Remember again, guys, it is not about the amounts here. What matters is the principle. Is that okay? So just remember to filter accordingly there, so that you don't have this whole entire 000 thing. You can only get your relevant accounts. That of course is page 1 of 7. You would move to page 2, 3, so on and so forth. So you get what I mean when I say filter, because when you filter, you won't get all of these 000 that are irrelevant. You will only get the accounts that you're looking for. So, and that's it. The first part of the question you have done.